When George Floyd died beneath a Minneapolis police officer's knee, the youth of America filled the streets by the thousands.
What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now!
But every 4th November, many go AWOL, ghosting the ballot box.
I don't think my one vote is really going to make a big difference in the grand scheme of things. And yeah, I voted for Hillary Clinton last time and I felt bad doing it, and it didn't make a lick of difference. So
young voters overwhelmingly lean liberal, with 18 to 34-year-olds in a recent poll preferring Democrat Joe Biden over the Republican president, Donald Trump, by a whopping 37 percentage points. But Americans over 60 are more than twice as likely to vote.
To be totally honest, I'm not going to be voting for either candidate.
The ongoing protests over alleged police brutality against Black Americans could change that, sending more young voters to the polls.
I know a lot of people who will be voting for Biden.
A college student at the University of Minnesota, Aiden Busing, once backed Bernie Sanders, but now supports Biden.
Here in 2018, we already had the highest voter turnout of any large campus in the United States, but I think that'll definitely continue after being in the epicenter of the George Floyd protests.
In the Democratic primary, Sanders was the clear favorite of young voters. Since the death of George Floyd propelled the Black Lives Matter movement and sent thousands of young demonstrators into the streets to demand changes in the way police treat Black Americans, many have made Joe Biden their standard bearer, but there remains an enthusiasm gap. Here and across the U.S., that gap presents a challenge to the Democratic Party.
Bernie's going to have to bring them on board, and he's going to have to push hard to get them to vote. So I think that the pro-Trump young group is more energized right now than the pro-Biden group in that age.
That is apparent at the Trump stores that have sprung up around the United States, a phenomenon few presidents have inspired. The protests, does that make you more likely to vote for Trump?
Yes, most definitely. He needs to change this place around, and he's been doing a great job.
When it comes to young voter support, the numbers are clearly with Biden. But with young Trump voters showing more enthusiasm for the president, all that really matters is who will show up. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Minneapolis.